Okay, welcome back to week 3. Today we are testing out the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Porcelain Ivy Foundation. I said Ivy. Ivory Foundation. And I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation Primer, or like I always do in these videos. Again, this is the Dream Matte Mousse in Porcelain Ivory Light 1. And this is what it's looking like. This could be a good match. I think I have no idea how this does with a sponge, but I think I'm going to take this L'Oreal sponge. It looks pretty thick. Oh yeah. Just start putting this on the face. It's looking really good, actually. When you first dip the sponge in here, it does create that weird little moussey texture right there, but once you blend it out onto the skin, it's pretty good. Definitely not full coverage, so I think I might try build it up. I like how it's applying with the sponge. So this does look buildable. I am dewy. So let's try the Morphe M439 brush, and let's try it on the other side. Definitely like getting less coverage with a brush at this moment. Okay, I like the way this is looking. I think maybe I just didn't expect to like it. I don't know. My nose does look a little dry with a brush, so I'm gonna go back over it with a sponge, and that seemed to help a ton. So it looks like I'm getting more coverage with a sponge right away, and it just goes longer, so I'm going to go over the rest of this with the sponge and make sure it all looks the same. So far the color match is really good. So I'm going to zoom you guys in closer so we can see what this looks like a little better on my skin. Okay, so here is my skin. Let's look at the forehead. No creasing yet, but I will do this a lot and see if it starts creasing. Not really too bad up here. And on this side is the sponge, which I really like this side. It looks very smooth and almost full coverage, probably high medium coverage, but really like the way this side looks. And then this side I went over again with the sponge because I feel like the brush with this product, with it being so moussey, just looked a little dry and patchy. And then this side is with the, oh, brush. That came off. Huh. Weird. Coverage like just came off of this guy. Alright, it seems to be staying a little bit. I don't know. It seems like it's coming off of that one a little bit. It doesn't seem to want to stay. But so far, I'm really happy with how this is looking on my skin. Right now, it is 8:21. And so I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup in short 10 minutes because I have to go. And I will check back in when I am done with my makeup, okay? And I'm going to set this with the RCMA No Color Powder again. I don't think this was closed. Again, this does not change the finish of the foundation. It just sets it so I can put other product on top. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I love this foundation. Right off the bat, I love it. And I also just tried this new Stila, what is it? This Diamond Dust Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. Wow. I can't even get over it. This is probably my favorite new thing. I was hesitant to buy it because each of these little guys are $24 in the full size version. But I got this trio for the holidays. And we have Diamond Dust, Smoky Storm, and then Kitten Karma. So I am super excited to try more of these out, but Diamond Dust is amazing. It's so pretty. Okay, back to the foundation. I'm really liking how it sits on my skin. Once it is set and everything, you can't see my pores. It is sitting very smoothly on the face, and it has not creased. It is now 8:37 in the morning, so let's just call the check-in time 8:30 because I pretty much was just sitting around looking at my eyeshadow for the last 7 minutes. But yes, I'm really enjoying this foundation, and I'm very excited to see how it wears. Hopefully it's a good one, and I'm going to check back in about 10 hours or so. I'm going to quickly go over the products that I used. I used this e.l.f. St. Lucia, which is what I've been using in all the videos because it's really good. This bronzer and blush duo. Oh, I used the Tarte Shape Tape under my eyes. Again, the Stila Diamond Dust liquid eyeshadow thing. Oh, it's so pretty. I used the Smashbox by Casey Holmes Spotlight palette in Pearl, and I used this shade right here for my highlights. I tried a new brow product today. Let me know if you like it. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade with her number 12 brush. I always use pencils, so pomades are very out of my comfort zone. I really like the way they look though. It was so easy to do. So yes, I'm really liking these, and I think that's pretty much it. So I will check back in a couple hours. I'm gonna go to work, and then I will check in when I am off of work. Hey guys, so I just got back from work and I just wanted to give a check-in, seeing how my skin is doing. So it is almost 6 o'clock now, and here is a close-up of my skin. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I've been blowing my nose, so obviously on the sides of my nose it's coming off a little bit, but for the most part on my face it is staying matte. I have lost some coverage on my chin. Yeah, it's just wiped off. I don't know if I have been resting my hand or resting my head on my hand or what, but it is definitely coming off my chin. Like, that's a good, you can see it right there. It's separating a bit on my chin. On this side it looks pretty good. And then my forehead, it is creased a little bit, not too bad though, which is good. My nose on the top, it is looking like it's breaking up a little bit, similar to my chin. But overall, I feel like, let's see, I am also loving this Stila eyeshadow. Like, this is my favorite glitter, basically forever. My parents are going on a walk right now. Hello. Okay, bye. So overall, I think it has looked pretty good. I think my check-in time was 8:30. This has been on for about 9.5 hours at this point, and I think it's still looking really good. It is staying very matte, and for the most part, I'm keeping the coverage except for on the top of my nose and on my chin. I'm pretty happy with it. So we will check in here in a couple hours, and a car is going by. Hello. So we will check back in a couple hours, let you know my final thoughts of this foundation. So I decided I am ready for bed, and I realized that before I forgot to tell you how many shades there were, the price of this, all that good stuff. And I think I was so out of it this morning that I didn't even tell you what it was supposed to do. This foundation does come in 7 shades. The description of this is exclusively ultra mattifying powders and oxygen whipped into a mousse foundation formula. Brings airlight perfection to matte. Blends seamlessly for a flawless finish that doesn't look flat or chalky. Looking at my skin, I'm actually pretty happy with where it's at right now. It is more oily than the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir foundation at this time, but it's not bad. It has rubbed off of my chin, so I wish that it had better staying power in that aspect, but everything else looks pretty good. Right here is oily, my forehead's oily, but it didn't crease as badly as some of the other foundations I've tried. It is 9:41. This has been on for a little over 13 hours now, and I'd say it's pretty good. My cheeks look pretty good. The sides of my nose and my chin are probably the oiliest slash the areas that is broken up on the most, but overall throughout the day this wore really, really well. I was very happy with how it held up on my skin. It never looked super cakey or chalky or, I don't know, too matte. It did not emphasize texture. It stayed looking pretty good around my acne. It's a good color match for me. So I'm very, very happy with this foundation. I'd say I like the CoverGirl Elixir foundation more, but this is really, really good, and I'm definitely going to use it again in the future. There is only 0.64 ounces in here, and normally you get a full ounce, and I think it's just because it is a whipped texture. I mean, this is pretty good. I'd say this is definitely one of the better ones at the drugstore for oily skin. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on my future videos and the rest of this series. I have some good foundations coming up for you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!